Yay! What's happening, everybody? So, let's start off with this blunt. Fucking from a distance, dude. All right. Again, I get that the you know, like the Mary had a little, you know, and all that and shit, and you know, all of the right. I get all of that, and the comparison to us, it makes sense. I get it. I get it. A lot of us get it. Not everybody gets it, but but most of us get it, right? Like, but that's not clearly for everybody, and so I get the whole mystery game, trying to figure it out, because not everybody can have the gold and the X marks the spot to get the treasure and all that, whatever the fuck, right? So, can't tell if it's a yawn or a sigh. I guess they're both wrong. But keep it in your mind, dude. When you're going through the little details in life and shit, and you're just like, people will do things. Keep it. You get to keep it. Let's put it like that. You get to keep it. So you get something for yourself instead of trying to give it away to a person that don't deserve it. Right? It'll make sense when you go through it if it don't make sense now. But just keep it to yourself, dude. And you're gonna go back and go, oh, that's what he meant. Just keep it to yourself. You'll feel better. You probably won't, but that's okay too. But keep it to yourself. Has nothing to do with this. But the real cAPEs, right? Am I ever gonna get to this? The real cAPEs. Real jail, grandma. The real HerOeS. Just saying that alone kind of like fuck shit up. It kind of throws it off in my mind now that I really put like real thought into it. Somebody saying, oh, the real heroes, or not all weirdos play RuneScape. You know what I'm saying? Or something like that. Do you ever notice like that don't sound crazy to you? That sounds crazy to me for somebody to go like, not all heroes wear dude, these cartoon characters, these mindsets made up by man, these illusions are cartoon characters made up by man and are illusions. The cartoon character has never been the hero, just like the monsters have never been real. As far as those monsters. But we know these monsters. You know what I'm saying? We know who the real ones are. The real ones. We know who the real monsters are, right? Like, so that whole confusion kind of gets me because, like I said, I get, but most people won't. And that's a whole dilemma within itself that I don't even feel like going down because it's like, are we supposed to help them get it? Do we let people just die? Is this really what natural selection is? And us as humans are the ones that are fucking up Mother Nature, thinking that she's all forgiving and all this shit, and she don't give two fucks. Just like Father Time don't. We say that shit all the time. Just like God don't. All possibilities, don't give a fuck about you. They gotta worry about all other possibilities out there. Think you got time for just you? Not saying that it doesn't have time for all the possibilities within you or of you or around you, but also it's accounting for those things as well as you. So it's not just for you. So automatically, all of that alone, just hello, it's not for you. It's not just for you. There's way too many possibilities. Like, oh, I don't know all of them to worry about. Worry, that's a human emotion or behavior or, right? Like, that's human. We separate. Dude, it's crazy. When the ways we could separate, we don't. Just like I said with the shiny poop. It's like, yeah, but there's other ways. There's shinier things that aren't poop. You know, it's like, superheroes are depressed, bro. And I don't think people really check in on that. Is that you are looking at a thing that is always at the ready to be whatever it needs to be for you because it's a fucking cartoon. It's not real. Or it's a character that someone made up. And they don't have flaws, and the flaws are perfect if they have them. Even their flaws are perfect. It's not something for you to strive for. Because even as a person that is all about perfection, has had to realize that, yeah, that's not a thing. You are not a thing when it comes to whatever this is. That is not you, and you are not it. Leave it. Like, you're not a cartoon. You create cartoons. You are a creator. You're not being created. You are already created. You're already here. You did that already. You helped and did that. You helped do it and you did it. You came, boom. Right? Heroes are depressed. It's funny how, like, people don't take in that life is life. Life surely be what it be. And that's a tough one because I want to group it in. I think I put it in here. Oh, I kind of missed it a little bit. So the heights of life too often. I think it was something like in a because it's on this phone and whatever. But I think it was something about being too comfortable, seeing things. It's not a good thing. It's not a good thing because it warps us even more so to the situation that we see, that we are being desensitized to. So it's bad enough we're being desensitized by these things, but we're being desensitized in a way that makes it okay. Like, you being desensitized, I feel like it should be something that's noticed and taken care of. Most people don't realize how numb they are because of also so many layers of numbness, you know, whatever you ingest, whatever you choose to ingest internally, mentally or psychologically, you know, all of the ingestings as well. Many ways to take in things, but layers of all of these distractions and numbing agents that kind of keep you away from it all. But when you're in those situations where you're watching all these people die, how did the internet authorize this? I thought it wasn't cool, but it's on there. Right? But you watch people die, Why can it happen, but I can't say it? I can't talk about it, but it can happen. That is the dumbest thing ever. It can happen, but I can't talk about it. Die. I can't say that. Die. Not unalive, but we know it's death. Death and unalive, that's not the same in my book. And I'm pretty cool with like synonyms and antonyms. It just doesn't sound the same to me. Unalive. I don't know. Not alive doesn't mean you're dead. You can just not be living. You can still be here. That sounds like purgatory in a weird way. I don't know how or why. I don't know what makes it to me sound like purgatory, but it sounds like purgatory. It sounds like vampirism in a bad way, and not a good way. It just sounds not good. Unalive. I don't know. It sounds weird. Death sounds like something. Death, boom, sounds to me. Boom, sounds like something, you know? Sounds like a finalization. It sounds like you can no longer, and now you must. Now you have to. You must move on. That's what death sounds like to me. Not unaliving. Unaliving. I don't know what that is. That doesn't help me in my life to really understand that there is a rebirth. That sounds like a holding on. All of this mixing, mingling of already bastardized language, dude. Like trying to like reform something that's already been reformed that shouldn't have been formed in the first fucking place. It's retarded. But now we're just going off the rails with just dude, death, rebirth, death, birth, death, birth, come back, coming back, death, birth. It's cyclical, like most of things in life, right? Because I do hear that now pretty often from just, like I said, the Dolo. It's just like, if it's consistent, then it's certainly God. It makes sense. If you see it every day, if it's something you don't see, or it's something that you're not familiar with, maybe don't fear it, because it is a good chance it probably doesn't even exist, or has nothing to do with God. Something to do, nothing to do with actually giving you life or protecting you or caring. None of this stuff in the weird ways that it does it. I don't know, Care for yourself. Start there. I think that's what it wants more from us all, or it all, or whatever. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think we are too comfortable with the heights that we see on a daily basis. We're too wrapped in it and too comfortable about it, to where we're not, like I said, it's so in your face that you're numb and desensitized. Hey, that it's looked at as it being a good thing. Like, you're supposed to go in your house and not talk to anyone, and have no outside opinions, and nobody tell you that whatever you're doing is ridiculous, or things like that. You're supposed to isolate yourself and not, right? And just watch this stuff and form your own opinions. Don't have friends, right? No little minions. Don't nothing. You can't have any type of governing thought that would help you out of whatever the fuck we just put you in. We're comfortable with that fact. We're okay with that. Hey, none of us care about each other. Is that really true? Nobody checked, though. Stop. Nobody checked to see if that's real. Nobody come up with a meeting of any kind or anything like that. Don't do that. Don't actually start up a group yourself instead of all these dumbass groups. Don't start a group to see, hey, let's get an actual census of the people, from the people, by the people, for the people, to see who the fuck really is cool here. I mean, we got the internet and we don't even use it like it's supposed to be used. We're that disconnected. You know what's so funny? I just watched this one chick video and it's the closest so far we've come, I think. Instead of like the just staring at the fucking... Like, I know people do it, but I just feel like it's a little different than the video I saw because it was so direct. It was so, hey, like, word for word, bar for bar, let's go through this and see what the fuck is really going on with life, because clearly there's something in the Ethernet water. Something's going on where, hey, put this little phrase out. Everybody says it. Even though they're trying to make it seem like they're the first ones to come up with it because there's a fucking low-hanging bullshit ass motherfucking people. Hey, let's always, and we can never pinpoint who or what, who really, did you come up with that? Now we know all these people that say that, we just see those phrases and and it's like, we can see you're full of shit. Now, like, it actually helps to identify. That's why I say it's good to even though people are gonna be like, nah, be yourself, so we know the difference. Because let's say you are a person that chooses themselves. Let's say that. Because I could say real one, I could say this and the third, but let's just say you're a person that does choose themselves, right? But you go on the internet every day and you talk about the same exact bullshit that all of these other content creators come up with, and you do the same template because they tell you, hey, it works. It works for you, do it. If you want to be successful, use this thing, be like these people, and you will make it. But when you come across people like this, and we see your shit, and we look at you real ridiculous, like I said in the last couple of videos, where it's like, what are you talking about? Your best friend at a party? Why are you talking about this puppy? What are you talking about this stupid thing for? Like, you know that there's shit going on. Don't you think that the people that, bruh, like the hurricane, but like, that's like going, like, imagine going to and then just being like, party in Miami right now. We just all go and you start to think of all the topics that you see on Instagram and it just be like, what the fuck is this? Like, it has nothing to do with today's times. That's how bad it is, dude. These people think that it's okay to continue to act like that in the dire straits that we're in today. Don't you find that interesting that they go, close that motherfucking blind? So listen today, guys, I just got my nail. So listen today, guys, I just bought this tank. So listen today, guys, guess what we're gonna do today? Not worry about the weight of the world, because we don't need it. Politics, we don't do politics. You do politics? I don't do that. It's not me, bro. Not me. It's not my bag. It's not my thing. For politics, I don't live in America, so I don't. And I don't mean foreign people. I mean, I don't like live in America. I don't live in America, so there's no way that politics affect me anyway to where I have to like care about it, like where it matters to me. Everything you breathe is politics. Everything you do, politics. Nowhere around it. The fact that you say that makes me want to slap the fuck out of you. Why do you, well, leave and stop giving your opinion here then. How about that? Because I always felt most of my life, what the hell am I doing here? I bet you any other place would be better. And probably there's a lot of couple places that would be a lot better than here. And I would always just bash it because I knew. And then people started to catch on because before it was so patriotic, so patriotism, right? But then it kind of switched and flipped, just like with religion, and people stopped giving in to the church and just realized, well, I got the spirit in me, so fuck these people. But it was like, it just kept going, like, you know what I'm saying? And like I said, then it was the switch of, oh, well, maybe they are, maybe it is like this, maybe it is like that. But like I say beforehand, not so much. We need to stick up for the soldiers and the wars and all the bullshit that we got going on. We got to uphold this nonsense. Now it's not like that anymore. Funny enough, right? You talk enough. I'm so glad though. I'm glad we people like us have never shut up. Because I can only imagine what life would be like if we didn't. But I'm glad now. We just got to continue, like I said, to decipher through these weird ass people that even try to like cling on to the truth. Because I noticed how fast, dude. And it'd be like, well, it couldn't have been because of something I said or typed or, said that one video or this, that, and the third or whatever. And it could have, I don't know. But it's just, I don't know, dude. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I barely be questioned because it'd be so fast. It's some things that I've said and done and just go, it sounds like some shit I would have said or something like that. I don't know. It's just so, I don't know. It's a fun one. I don't know. But somebody be listening, dude. But like I said, I'm glad. I'm happy as long as people continue to see it and watch people like us and realize. But like I said, dude, if you think that you're not being watched and we don't see that you are the person that's talking about some dumb shit while real shit's going on that we all really care about, and you want to go around politics, dude. So, like I was saying before, fucking leave then. Why do I gotta feel like I gotta go as I watch you ruin this fucking country from the inside out? As I watch you fucking debilitate this bitch. George Carlin had a good one, dude. That shit was solid as fuck. Talking about, you shouldn't be the one, is the script. You shouldn't be the one complaining. You don't vote. Why would you complain? How can you complain about what goes on in this country if you're not the one contributing to the assery? He's like, but it's the exact opposite, actually. I don't participate in this fuckery. Why wouldn't I have an opinion about it? I realize that no matter what goes on, somebody's getting reamed. I'm not bending over. What? Doing that shows that that's what you're cool with. You're like, hey, look, another 4 years of more bullshit that I know. But I'm not gonna, but maybe this time, maybe this one, this is it. Please let this be it. Please let this be it. Please let this be it. Right? Please let this be it. Right? Like, And it's like, why, how? And that's what gets me the most is how do you get yourself so riled up about it? How do you get there? Who put you that much in that space to get you so flustered and caught up that your life can literally be derailed by the fact that it won't go your way? There's a lot of things that have not gone my way in life so far, and I'm sure there's more. Hopefully it lessens a whole fuck ton, but doesn't mean I'm ready to just throw myself off of something or into something, or you know what I mean? Dude, come on. Ah. Come on. What? You gonna beat up your family, you gonna isolate yourself, you gonna do some dumb shit just cause of another motherfucker. That's funny, dude. That's good stuff. I like it, dude. Fuck. I hate it. I hate it, dude. It's so ass. But fucking I will say I love this journey, dude. Me getting these layers of getting comfortable for real. It's fun to go through. Yeah, we see the heights of life way too fucking often. Way too fucking often. Way too fucking often can we see the heights of life and not really process the fact of how real life is, to where we develop these ideologies about what we know to be true when we haven't had an iota of an experience about it. We can sit and scroll all day long. Again, when I was younger, I would have these same sentiments. It's like, oh shit, looks like I can do it. Fuck yeah, I can do it better than him. Looks like he's an ass actually at this shit. Probably could have been doing it 40 years better. I could have did it much better. I could do it better. Until I try. Until you get put in a situation. I even think of situations sometimes where I realize, holy shit, that's actually someone's experience. They had to like go like they actually had to like go through that. And so many people have not gone through things. Like not dipped toe. Ooh, that's cold. We're not gonna do that. But I did try. Oops. Oh, I tried twice. And it just seems like something I don't need. And then you just back out and don't. And then there's people that have been forced in life multiple times to go through something they could not, and they only got a once in a lifetime opportunity at it. You know what I mean? And make it through. And make it through. Like I like right? Like I don't want to, but it's like when you like, holy fuck, when your whole world gets turned upside down for real. Most people have never had their world this thing, right? There's not many that really truly had their world rocked to where you had like this experience like, like that altering, life-changing, mind-bending epiphany, like, holy shit, my life will never be the same again. We go through this scenario in our minds 24/7 without having to experience it. And it fucks us. Because we don't understand the depths, the magnitude, how serious, how hard. It's like a person that's never really been in a fight. It's the best way It's the best way I can explain it. It's a person that's never been in a fight before. Let me make sure I want to turn this. Make sure it's all off and everything. But that's the best way I can explain it. It's like a person that's never been in a fight before. And they get their fucking world rocked because they thought they could handle it. And it was furthest from the truth. And they get this super rude awakening and they go, wow, this is way harder than I thought. You know, this is way more intricate than I believed. This is absolutely insane to have to go through. Holy fuck, this is real shit. This is scary. Like, this is scary. Like, real fear, if you want to call it that, because you don't feel anything once you're in it. But once you go through it, it's like, you know what I'm saying? But beforehand, it's like, dude. But once you're in it, it's like, yo. Like, I'm fighting for my life right now. And you don't, and it doesn't really, like, make sense until you're in it. And, like, if I don't do anything and everything within my being, my power, to not let this man murder me, to not let this man kill me, I gotta really, like, I gotta mean it, because he means it. And he's gonna do something about it. And if I don't mean it and do something about it, he's gonna kill me. Whether it be the smallest of death, like, oh, you know, you lose, you know, a toenail, or, you know, he snaps your fucking ankle or something like that, or worse, way too many brain cells. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. You don't really piece it together that this person, because like I said, on the outside you look and you go, yeah, they're doing stuff. Yeah, look at them do stuff. I don't know what it means. I don't know how much emphasis or energy or shit. I don't understand like what it takes to do this. I don't get how much it takes to do this, but I see that they're doing it. It doesn't look like it's that hard. They look like they're doing it very well and easily. Like, they're not even breathing that hard. And even if they are, it seems like they can keep going and they can do all kinds of crazy stuff. It don't seem like a whole lot, but, you know, I don't know. You know, like, people think like this and don't get the intricacies of how difficult this shit really is. How complex life can be in its simplicities. People don't see it. How much it takes just to do little things. How much energy and effort it takes just to do one little thing. They don't see that. And so when they watch other scenarios and they don't have an experience in their mind, they don't have a memory, life, memory. They don't have memory. They don't have an experience that they can lock in their minds to play out in a scenario that they're projecting. They can't, there's no, because they haven't done it. People don't see that. You have not done it. You think you know, if only you did. Type of in it, you know? Type shit. It's like, it is what it is. It is what it is. But we do it too much and we often don't see how serious that really is when like, even the smallest shit. Car crashes, people getting in fights in the streets or having just disputes. You know, just you got to get out of your car and have just even a verbal match with this person. People don't see how serious, like how much emotion and energy it takes to even do that. And you think, because you watch it on your phone, like you see it and you go, ha ha ha, and you move on. Forgetting how much, and that video wasn't really just 10 seconds, you know, it's like, It wasn't just a couple minutes type, you know. It had a lot more going on in it than just what you saw. Like I said, the illusions of it all. It's like you don't see it. But it's not good that we continue to see these heights. Ooh. These big moments in life and not have be a part of it, have a reason for it in our minds. There's no reason for these things to be in our life, but it's constantly being played in our lives. It's a lot, dude. It's a lot. I mean, I think that's one of the biggest reasons why, other than the Lord Jesus, I think why I make them, because fuck, man, people, dude. Mainly fuck the people, dude. Oh. But it keeps me on point with the delusions. It keeps me steady with the nonsense, because I'm almost like forced to do more of this and edit this and do this, or whatever the case, with whatever that comes with all of the things that I'm doing with my life, than sitting back and watching my phone or TV, which I don't ever do. But now the new TVs, and I got about like 3, so it's like kind of hard. But you know, I try to make sure that I'm the TV more so than me watching this piece of bullshit plastic. You know. But yay, we gotta chill out on the heights of all of this and not really having a reason to process it all, because we don't have a reason. Ooh, I had this up for a reason. Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh, I know you heard that. That was good. That was good. Let's see. Oh, that was a little one. That was a little. Oh, that was the towel. And another little one. You couldn't hear it. A couple of them. Yeah, superheroes are depressed. For one, the cartoon ones, and also the fucking people that make them. Probably more depressed, but that's a toss up, huh? But it's cause it's like you know, the growing pains of life are very real, and I'm not sure how much people take into account the amount of strife and struggle and hardships come with developing your own unique superpower. It's quite painful to be able to do that. To be able to cultivate anything that you want for yourself. You want buried treasure? You must dig. You must find the tools. Well, first find the X. Solve for X. And then find the tools to be able to dig. Then you may get jewels. You do not put in the actual work, which this is not actual work. right? That's nothing. Question is, how did the fuck then I was so like, cause it goes into two like the little dude and he can like, ugh. But the big dude and he's like, but he like thinks that this is like, but the little dude knows it's like this. Big dude knows it's like this. The little dude knows it's like this. So when he does it with the technique and the different type of power, because he's using different muscle structures, he understands the technique of what he needs to do over what he thinks he has to do, right? He knows what he needs to do. He knows this. He knows, okay, I actually need to relax. And I need to structure, hold, and if I'm not, if I'm stabilizing here, then I need to stay stabilized here. Lock in and move the movable parts. So if my legs are now the movable part, now I must move just that. And then move, boom, right? And you go. Some people think, well, I need to do this and also do that. And now you're distributing the weight. Now you don't even, or little things like that. You just like, now you don't even know that you're fucking. Best way I can explain is I caught it. I want to start talking about this stuff because I really do be catching shit like this. To where I like the dude with the dudes with the what the hell was that thing? I don't know what the hell it was. It was some type of beer weight thing, or it was like a block essentially. It looked like a big ass beer mug, but it was just a metal piece, or I guess, or whatever, right? And all the dudes are trying to like pick it up, and you notice every dude, since except for of course the last dude, tries to pick it up like a bicep curl. So they squat, and right, and then they try to like just one arm that bitch, because that was the challenge. But then the one dude, like I knew that, I was like, well, why are they trying to? The whole point is to, all you need to do is stand up. You don't need to like, you want to tell me, I'm telling you, dude, there's no reason for me to be cute about it. You want to tell me right after I'm thinking this shit, I see the dude and he's like practicing, and he's like, he has the split squat and he's kind of like practicing up and down, like, he lock in like this. And I'm like, and as soon as I'm like, exactly, dude. Exactly, dude. Lock in. Lift with the leg. Why are you putting so much focus on trying to get it up when you already have it? It's already being held. You have it. Why is this the next option? Why is that in your head the next thing you need to do to lift it? Why is only this thing? I know bicep curl. Bicep curl. I know how to lift and put back down. Lift down. Lift down. Not squeeze. Not, not like I break down, like none of that. No finding the details of nothing. No understanding the structures of it. None of that. I know strong. I know lift. And it's like, but you're missing out on so much, my man. It pains me to see. But and sure enough, dude, he goes for it. Locks in, keeps it stay, and just fucking picks it up and just stays strong right there. Boom. Locks, keeps it right tight to his body. I'm just and it's up. I'm like, boom, I know, man. It's like, what? But like, so I say, so it's different little things, man, when people don't catch. Or maybe, I don't know what people catch, but I know I'm catching. I catch. So, but like I said, it's growing pains that we go through, and I don't feel people's check in. I feel like people can check in more with the fact that, again, piggybacking the other thing, we see life, but we don't experience life. We're not really feeling life. We don't really get life, but we see life. We see what we don't want to be life, what we want to be life. We see, that, as far as that, that's, we get that. But we're not really into it. People are too afraid. They're way more cool with being vicarious and kind of staying to the side. and kind of being what I'm saying, the example of what I mean. And so like, so I'm saying it's like, but also like with the HerOeS, because they're depressed, man, and I don't think people realize that, like, other than you just getting things from a depressed person, that person had to go through something to be able to develop that thing to give you this thing. And I don't think people really check in that that person is who they are to be able to give you what they gave you. They had to go, like, to cultivate the manure to give you the flower. And I don't think people check in with the part that, you know, if they actually live with the people that they admire so much, they probably, I really see now more so what that means. You wouldn't like it. You wouldn't like them. You would not like these people. You wouldn't feel for them. You would feel all kinds of things. You know what I mean? You wouldn't feel good to know that that's who they really have been this entire time, to give you this special thing. You just see the special. You just like that, yay, special. Not knowing, dude, not about, you want to be that thing, but oh Lord, God forbid you go through one thing you don't want to deal with. It's like just like everybody want to be a nigga, then it's time to be a nigga, or everybody wants to be like the Joker. Until it's time to go through some funny shit, dude. Some funny shit, dude. This shit is fucking hilarious, bruh. Till it's time to go through something real fucking funny, and you go, right? No. You want to be that. You want to be this out of the box, quirky, crazy, or whatever, right? You want to be these things until you meet a motherfucker that's actually like that. I find that intriguing, perplexing. What's another word? Jarring at times that people like say that they like, and even the cringe or the quirkiness is a facade, or it's made up, or it's already a template. It's not a real deal, like genuine who you are. Cringe, quirky, whatever the case, it's manufactured already. Someone gave you that personality, and you still think that it's okay to take and adopt it as your own. Like I said, everybody wants to be that until it's time to actually like take the brunt of, hey, weirdo. And it don't hurt as much if it's not actually you. I want people to take that in too. That's a whole nother experience that people really won't. Oh, I dressed up like this, like everybody else, and I'm trying to be this thing. Oh, it sucks that people feel this way about me. No. About your character that you made up. But try being you and having that same experience. It's different. It's different. It's not the same. It's not the same when you know, fuck, dude, that was really me that I expressed, and they hate it. You know what I'm saying? Or they feel averse to it. They feel like, oh God, what is this? That's actually him? Ooh, that's really her? Oh God, that's really who they are? That's what they really do? That's a pattern they have. And you go, well, the last I checked, most people have quite a graveyard. Not just in that, man, that bitch hit from the backyard to the neighbor house to the other side of the neighborhood to the other fucking, that bitch way down there, bro. And it's like I be having a couple bones, you know what I'm saying? Some big heavy bones, but you know what I mean? Like it'd be like, yo, I'm just showing you, hey, look, this is actually mine. These are authentic bones. These ain't just some fucking mamby-pamby bones I got from fucking Halloween shop or whatever the fuck it's called. You know what I'm saying? These are real bones. And I'm showing you, hey, look at that. This is me. This is what it is. This is who I am. The real quirky, the unexpected, the wild card, the real shit. Like, it's not a game. It's not a game. Like, when is he ever gonna come back? Is he ever gonna come on? Does it matter? Who cares? Does he care? Do we care? Who cares? Who knows? Who knows? When it's real though, and it's like, it's weird that when people say these things and you go, well, like that's not odd to you, and somebody calls for you and you go, well, and you show up and you're like, what up? Like somebody called for you, like, hey, I want you. I'm here. I'm right here. What do you need? What do you need? And they go, oh no. That thing that I said I wanted, and I thought this was the way that it wasn't the way you presented it, like it was in my head. It's like, but this is what real quirkiness is. This is what real, you know what I mean? Like, this is what genuine goofiness is. This is what genuine awkwardness is. Oh, I'm down to be awkward. I love being awkward. Do you really? Okay. Well, I question a lot of times if I actually am able to really be embarrassed, because when I do some shit in front of a crowd in a store and it's like the person around me can't handle it, and I go, I thought you liked weird stuff. Oh, you thought it was only supposed to happen sometimes? Oh, you thought I was supposed to only not do it around these people? You thought I was only going to do it here in the same? You thought it was only going to be this? You thought because I was quiet that one time that I'm not going to speak my mind this time? You sure? You like what you think you like? You sure? Are you sure? Because I don't know, dude, So, I don't know if people like the things that they say that they like because they haven't experienced what it really is. They actually don't know. Because like I said, I've had way too many experiences. I'm like, well, you asked for that. What did you think it was going to be? That's always what it's like, well, what did you think it was going to be? Because I'm giving you what you asked for, and you didn't ask for it the way you wanted it. You asked for how I do it. Right. I said, until they meet a quirky person, life don't be real until it is. I mean, that's what I was just talking about. See? It's all there, dude. I just talked about it. I put real capes, superheroes are depressed, villains, anti-hero, quirky, all these things. Right? Like all of those titles and scenarios, all that, right? They're real. And I just don't think people, I think because they've been so, once again, disillusioned by fairy tales and, cartoons and films and whatever the case may be, they kind of have this, I don't know, weird false sense that life isn't what it is because of what's been given. Life is not only like intense and scary and all the other emotions and stuff like that, but it's just about as real and if anything crazier. Like they say, this shit's real as fuck. It's crazier than the shit that they put in front of you, movies or whatever the hell, right? Like it's wilder than that. It's deeper than that. It must be taken way more seriously than that. So this YOLO shit's got to go, yo. Because again, you will come back here. I don't know how else to do. You will come back here. We're not taking it serious enough. That is that complex because it's that simple. We're not taking that in at all. And that's the hugest part of all of this, really. Like I say, check in with the fact that there's vampires, there's witches and warlocks. There's people don't want to chime in with the fact that well, maybe now. I think now we're finally getting into that era. Magic real. People believe that now. They go, oh no, magic is real. All this hoobity joobity mumbo jumbo that we hear about for the last 10 to 15 years that we thought were just complete ass and nonsense, didn't make any fucking sense to us. We kind of fucking, like I said before, we kind of believe it now. We see it now. We can't, I mean, it's been pushed into our face by the people, the people, so much so that we kind of have no choice, just like the media does, to see it. We can't help it now. We have no choice but to talk about it because people couldn't shut up about it. Yeah, us. Like, we wouldn't shut up. Just like the media. Just like all of these other people. We won't shut up either. No matter how much y'all want to believe that we're crazy. It's insane alone that you even have us as, on the list of your enemies, dude. Like, it's insane. Like, you have us on a list, and it's like, dude, we're here to get the throwing out of your ass. I said that's the biggest one of the biggest things for me is truly getting that. Hey, dude, you about here. You about here by yourself. By if you can't check on that by now, you about by yourself. You ain't gotta be by yourself, but if you don't check in, that your mental is way more important than what this physical, and being by yourself is way more important than just being around people, or not. It's like that part. So yeah, man, realize that shit. For one, real superheroes? Not all superheroes wear capes? That sounds dumb to me. When has Superman you telling me Superman paid your bills before? When has Superman ever paid your bills? When has Superman or Batman or Green Lantern, who else? When is the Flash? When has any of the X-Men? When have any of the Avengers? When have any of these characters, people, any of them? When have any of them ever helped you move that couch up 5 flights of fucking stairs? Who? Who helped you move your whole house? Start to finish, pack up, move, and completely rearrange in the new. Who? I just give me one superhero that has done that. Which 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 one that wears the capes has ever fed your family or anybody that you know or any community for that matter? Show me. That bothers the fuck out of me to hear real hero games. This thing that's almighty and all perfect that this person is built up to put in your mind is everything and then some, somehow doesn't need to help fight for your taxes. When that nigga ever said, "Hey man, we need to cut on taxes for y'all"? Like, that's not happening. That's that nigga saving the day, dude. Now that's some day saving right there. Then they give the people a tax break. Man, we get a bailout the day Superman bails me out. The day one of these motherfuckers come and bail us out of this country and remove all of the debt, get these ass hats out of office, stop the whatever that's in the water or whatever the fuck in the air, whatever the fuck, from going back into this nonsense, and people stop being so drunk off dumbass power and greed. Nothing's really changed, or want to be racist or ridiculous, prejudice, bias, I don't know, favoritism. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Whatever the fuck goes on in these little people's brains. What my little mind? Well, let's get on my little mind. Whatever goes on in their little pea brains, dude, I don't know. Don't matter. I mean, it does because we live it. You don't do politics. Oh my god, it burns. You're not into politics? That's insane to think about. People really do say that. People say that shit. People really say that shit. Y'all know y'all live in this country. Y'all know. Y'all know y'all live in this country, right? Like y'all live here. To all the people that say that, you know you live here. You know you live here. How can you say you're not into politics? You live in this country. You live in this realm. On this planet. Right here on this terrestrial plane, dude. This solid existence. This one ain't. This one is. This solid existence. You live right up in here with us for the time being. Just like the rest of us. They got your mind by the balls. They got your mind by the balls, dude. Last I checked, we were supposed to be kung fu kicking Kenny kick in ass. Kicking wing down the street and things, dude. Fucking. Last I fucking checked, we were supposed to know every fucking thing. And we were supposed to question the media, news. We were supposed to be on top of all this bullshit. And we were supposed to be able to chop motherfuckers next soon as we even smelled some bullshit. Treason! Bow! Traitor! Blow! Fuck this nigga! Boom! Get this motherfucker out of here! Smackdown! Whoa, bam! Get this nigga out of here, he's crazy. Witch! Witch! Get him, boys! We were supposed to be on that shit. All times. All of us were in accordance. We were supposed to be like, hey, let's do this shit. Let's fucking kick ass. Let's make sure nobody fucks around with it. Now we just on the internet. Hey, I don't like how things are going. I don't know. I don't know what's going on and how to combat this or what to do with it. You know, how detailed the plans are. But I just don't like how things are going. I want it to stop. I just don't know how. But I'm hungry. And TV's coming on. I'm gonna watch TV. I'm gonna play my video games. But I don't know. And I'm not into politics. So I don't know what's going on. I'm not in it. I got other things to worry about in life. And it has nothing to do with dumb politics. It's not even a part of my life. I paint. I do photography. I work at a cell phone company. I don't need to worry about politics. This bitch keeps slipping off. My ass. God, I gotta remember why I stay on here, dude. I gotta stay on here. Fuck, bro. Keeps me out of trouble, too, dude. Whatever. But yeah, man. That's insane to me. Yeah, there's shit going on out here, and I don't think y'all really aware that it exists. People exist the way that they exist, and you want things to be different, just like I wanted things to be different. But before I can even question for things to be different, I have to question what is right here. I think that's the biggest part of when people talk about like solutions and saying that you can't be the problem and the solution type deal. Like, so it's good to have someone that isn't a part of the problem, or whatever the case. Somebody have an outside perspective on that. And what's the first thing they do that you don't do? Look at what's there, because you already everything's already right there. What do I need to do anything else for? It's there. And someone new comes in and looks at it for what it is. They look at it as it is, and they go, oh, well, did you see this the way that it is? not how you want it to be? Did you look at it like that? Like you see us, you see a vase, I see a trash can. Like it's kind of weird, but it's funny how like we're living that world that because I would see certain shows and TV shows, like just different little things like when it came to uh people that think they know what's going on behind the scenes, and so but it's like or not behind the scenes, but just like that one actually I think it was the aunt off of I want to say it's that Beethoven song or something like that. What's the name of that one? Requiem of a Dream. Um, or something to that fact, right? Something to that thing where you kind of have an idea. It's kind of like is it dementia or what's the other one? Or something like that, to where it's like you think things are like all pretty and nice and cool, and but like all the stuff around you is like dead, you know, and decaying, and it's all gross. But in your head, it's like everything's fine, kind of like a hoarder or things like that. Like that's the state of this. Like that's where the world's at right now, to where everybody's like, yeah, no, everything's fine. Like I'm explaining a dystopia, but that's what I'm. I just want to like bring it home, dude. Like it's here to where it's a nice phone and nice clothes, and people are all walking around. It's kind of like again the Soul movie or something to where like you see the people, but you don't see like the decrepit bodies walking like just like hovering and fucking like Udyukov of fucking Death Note. Like you don't see that they're like ghoulish like things just like floating around and shit, or like I told you, there's different kind of creatures, and you don't even notice that they're fucking just like that's how I do that. Like I put this film over my mind of like different movies and different all kind games, shows, you name it, anything. I throw my own imagination in there. I find different all kinds of different things to see how life is. I don't skip the fact that there are gremlins and all kinds of creatures and you know what I'm saying, gnomes and warlocks and witches and all kinds of ghouls and stuff. I know that I use that template. I use it. I use those characters you see in all the cartoon shows and animes and stuff like that. I use them. I don't just watch them and go, man, that's a pretty good fucking show. Motherfucker, that's life. What are you doing? What do you think they drew this shit up for? For your dumb ass to watch. Why do you think you're watching it? It's to teach you something. It's to show you something. Why are you not paying attention? It's fucking life. Those cartoons were made by real people. Going through life. So all of the woes and stuff about money and stuff about power and greed and all these things is not just, oh wow, no, the same thing you're going through right now. It's the same. It's the same. It's the same. There's not really much that's different about it. Most of those cartoons and shows and shit has something in some way, shape, form, or fashion, one way or another, has something to do with your life. Just like the Bible. Every aspect of that damn thing has something to do with your life. You, not these fictional characters that are made up to show you things to decide, so you can decipher your life. Every single thing in there is to be able to decipher who you are and how to go through your life. Your desires, your wants and needs, and all of that, whatever the fuck, right? Your woes, your lows, your highs and goodbyes, right? Like all of that shit that you've ever been through, breakups, you name it. You want to eat your life away because this one thing happened. You want to go do this and binge on that and go live like this and fuck this part of your life up and not think about that. And you could have like not have been through that situation, but you chose to because of these desires and wants and needs or whatever the case. There's scenarios all throughout that book to prevent you from letting that happen. And people think that it's about someone else's life. They think that they have to do actual things that the thing says in the Bible as if you have to literally do what it says. It's not what it means. You have to literally, like a cartoon, can you literally fucking fly? Like Dragon Ball Z? Can you really like, No. But what is the lesson behind the fact that they can do the things that you see them do? There's an allegory to something that they do, or whatever the fuck, they fly and teach you how to like be happy and bring up your chi and chakra so you can elevate and have higher, happier, joyful tears of joy type energy type feelings of it's more of, even if it's down it's still up type of energy, shit like that. Like you still find a way to a bit of a boost yourself. You fly, you get happy, you bring your energy up, you go through your crown, you start learning different things other than low vibrational things, right? Like you put yourself in these higher states between to like yay, and then boom, right? Like you now have these new ideas and thoughts and things like that to be able to process, to be able to move through life, to be able to move and do. All of those things have a lesson within them, and they're not, oh, I'm gonna imagine that I can actually fucking charge up and be able to Super Saiyan. Now, I'm not saying you can't find the lesson within finding that energy to be able to do that and it actually benefits you, and the lessons behind using that magnetizing, very polarizing energy, very strong energy. That's a whole nother story. But to think that you're trying to be a character other than using that for your own influence, I think that's where it gets fucked. Because people try to then cosplay this character instead of becoming their own character. Cosplaying, having someone cosplay them. Because that person that drew up that character, that fighter, that, spiritualist, that thing, that whatever that person, had to go through those trials and tribulations and go through those lessons to be able to give you that gift, that gem, that jewel, So yeah, that's what's going on in my brain right now. But hey, it's little lessons and not just this. Like I said, you're just wearing it. It's not within you to do. You just think, if I play this thing, then that's no. Like life is saying, hey, find your own character, have someone play you. Do not play yourself by trying to play someone else. Because it will happen. It's like the weirdest Judy chop flip in existence. Is, seemingly trying to wake someone else up, or being something else. Like, it's the worst thing to do. it's both of them is still not worrying about yourself. It's still you're still not worried about who you got. Who you got going on, what you got going on and shit like that, it's not you. So, yay. Hey!